Hey fellas, a little windy out here, but I'm out picking up cans, walking the back roads down here in Chief Whiska's Valley here. And there's a particular spot here. Used to ride on the school bus when I was a kid. It always looked like an amphitheater. Always did. None of these saplings were here back then. I mean, there was these big sycamores, but there really wasn't no trees. There was a big oak was there. There were cedars up on the ridge, but none of these saplings were in here. And I always thought it was a damn amphitheater. And reading later on, I found out that this Chief Whiska's Valley here, presumed. And the first white man, he come to town in 1806, and I don't know if I can get a view on it here. I didn't want to move too far. Back up in there. Back in the dark. Kind of in between that, looks like a pygmy oak and a sycamore back there in the back. Yeah, kind of off to the left. There's a dark spot just up above there. Anyway, the white man, he lived in the cave for first year. Indians were hostile. This happens to be a dry cave. It does to flood pretty good. And what is that? Sound like some deer charging me or something behind me. It's windy. We're having gusts of wind, 40 mile an hour it seems like. But anyway, back in, I think it was 2007, we had a tornado, and I think somebody close to here, their can pile got blowed away. I picked up like 4 Walmart bags last time I was here. That's all I had with me. I was filling them up with smashed cans. So I come back with some 50-pound feed sacks. They ain't burlap no more. They're nylon. But anyway, yeah, he lived in here. Stroud. I think his name was Stroud. They misspelled it. They spelled it Stroop, like Stroup, and but they say it was Stroud. Anyway, and I think this is the cave. They won't tell you where it's at, But I found this is the first little artifact. I believe that's what you guys call redware, ain't it? Let me back out. Hang on here. I ain't sure if it's redware or not. Red on both sides. And that puts an age on it anyway. I mean, it's fairly old. I had my dowsing rods out here, and they went ballistic. They went ballistic. I'm trying to go family oriented, I reckon. Oh, I ain't even holding that on camera there. It looks like iron, but it's light. I still ain't holding it on camera. And I'm yakking on about sidetrack. But yeah, the dowsing rods go crazy, man. There's a side. It's a dry cave up there. There's a house up above it, and I guess I'm gonna meander my way up there. And yeah, there's a house. You see the peak of it right up there. So we're not gonna be too loud. We're gonna be kind of quiet, but it's kind of collapsed in, and I always thought it looked like an amphitheater. Here, Sunkiss. There's like a diet ride over there. And there's I see a faded Coke over there. There's like a blue thing. It looks like a sugar-free Dr. Pepper's what it looks like from here, but it's probably a Busch Light or a Pepsi. And there's a bunch more in these briars. I always thought it was an amphitheater. Yeah, I can kind of get the cave right there. I think that's it. There's actually, they've disguised it. It don't look nothing like it did in the picture that they showed from way back in the day. There's that entrance up high, but down low where that rock wall's at too, there's another entrance down there. It's kind of like an elephant's, not tusk, but nose, trunk, elephant's trunk. It's a big straw. It's a big straw on the bottom that goes back up there. I say dry, but it's not really dry. When it floods, it gets rain. It has to flood pretty good though. Here's another live find here, fellas. And different there. It's not teriyaki, but you know those pots, clay pots. I can't think for nothing today. Tried to start the video 3 or 4 times and freaking get phone calls. I got it set now, it won't block me. Anyway, I thought this was an amphitheater. Wasn't no saplings or nothing. And then I found out it's the Chiefs Valley. And this is about close to the end of it. There's a big sinkhole over there. Other side of the road. There's a big sinkhole there. And there's a big sinkhole by them 2 sycamores right over there. And then my dowsing rods went nuts. They were telling me to go all over the place. I didn't bring my good ones. All I had was my old hair and coat hangers. I've got oh man, look at this piece of flint. This flint is nice. Look at this. Look at that, fellas. We gotta get some light. All right, Cal Sydney. That's a live find, fellas, right there. Cal Sydney. Whew, man, it's a big flake. He's a spall flake. They spalled that down. A piece of glass there. And I've noticed this too. Is it stuck? We'll get that or not. Look how pink that rock is. That rock's pink. Oh. You might have to come back. Oh, shoot. Piece of like iron. I think they call that laminite. It's related to that goethmite or something. Goethmite. They emulate pyrite and hematite, and then like hollow it out. Here's this piece of glass. Oh my goodness, that glass is down in there. Oh my goodness. Oh. Man, that wind is really whipping up there above us. Jeez Louise, that piece of glass is in there. He must go down and talk to Lucifer. sit you down. I get two hands on it. Hang on, let's pause you. You guys are like, come on, dude, you know, hell, get two hands on it now. Alright, fellas, I got it. It was hung there on the lip there. Looks like it's a big 1 gallon jug. Yeah, I think 1 gallon, it might have been half. And here was there. Well, it's got some patination with that red. We don't have a lot of red flint in this area. Or chalcedony or flint, whatever you want to call it. Red's kind of uncommon. Laying there. I went and pulled that other rock up too. Get my grabber, my can grabber. I already put the can back. I just burlap sack up right now, or nylon. Oh, here it is. Yeah, let me pull that up. I got that. I don't know what they actually call that quartz crystal that ain't shining, I guess. I don't know. I find it in my driveway a lot. Pretty big specimen. It's kind of weird, like it's a digging tool. It's kind of heavy, like it's been spalled, like it spalled on it a little bit, and I thought that rock was kind of weird. It's kind of like really flat. Really flat with them grooves in it. I might try to. It's probably just the way it was, the way it weathered, laid there like that all that time. Oh, yeah, here's some like quartz crystal stuff. This is like a gem quality, I reckon, call it. Rock here looks weird too. It's squared out, you might say. It's kind of squared. And it's damn round on the other side. It's odd. I find it odd. And some boys are shooting high-powered rifle over there behind us. I thought that'd be a good time to come over here. Big piece of that redware. Woo. Landslide. Some broken beer bottles. Some of that redware. It's temp. Can grabber makes a racket. There's a whole lot of brown stones in here. There's a bigger one than that one. That's a nice one there. 360. I'm gonna put that in my pocket just because it's all the way around. Pretty good size. I'm sorry, fella. My eyes are everywhere. To the left, right, up, down. Side keys. Chert down there. Coal or something, I guess. It's not coal. It's deteriorated limestone or sandstone. And a piece of white enamel. I don't know if it's cake based or whatever they call it. salt glazed. I don't know if it was or not. There's some water coming out. I think this is actually the blowhole for the actual cave. There's several different sites. I guess there's some coal came out that picked up a piece of coal that time. I'm sorry, fellas. This is the first rocks that ever got me into rock hunting. I know they're not nothing shiny, sparkly, or nothing. They just they lure me in. That could be the rock that actually talks to me. I mean, they're all over the place. They're saying, "Look at me over here." Sorry. Man, they're my pedestal. You guys are like, "Come on, dude, get on when it shows the cave." I'm like, I'm trying, man. You gotta appease my gods. You know, I just can't, take what they give me and just squander it, walk straight over to it, look at it, hey, there it is, and walk away. Alright, we'll get into some heavies laying here. Oh, it's broke. I might as well show what I'm picking up. Oh, big snot hanging out my nose. Don't you hate it when you get snot running out your nose? Like an iron ore. Your nose is running, you're just like, hey, somebody catch it, my hands are full. We don't want that one. That's nice. That's polished, it's not that iron ore. It looks like it, but it's light. It's real light, it's an artifact. I think it's a tooth, fellas. I think it's my bad. I think it's a tooth. I swear I think it is. That's just a thought that came to my head when I picked it up. And here's the iron ore. Here's a polished piece of iron ore right here. That's probably magnetic to the top one. It's that nice quality piece. It's specimen. That piece down there, it's got, I mean, down there in the bottom of the point, it's kind of like hollow, like a claw or something. Bear with me, fella, I'm freaking out. That's part of the, you don't just rush in, you gotta, just because I see a G10 laying over there don't mean I'm gonna run over there, pick it up and smile, look, I got a G10, show every damn body and then walk the fuck off. My bad, I didn't mean to cuss. All artifacts count. It ain't like they went over there and said, hey, I'm gonna make a G10 today. And they just went over and made a G10. Nah, it didn't happen like that. First off, they probably got their slave to do it, and their little minion to polish it. And I found a square one that time. It's a pretty nice round one there, almost a musket ball shape. That's more of a sandstone, that one is. Toss it. Now we're holding it. That in there is kind of too poor quality. A lot of heavies up in here though. I still see that enamel wear or whatever. A G10. Nah, just kidding. I think they're mostly hunter-gatherers around here. I don't know how much iron ores I find around here. I'm starting to think of dang things with blacksmiths. I wish I could find iron saber or something. What's it? Yeah, it's quartz crystal or whatever. Chert. Weird noises coming out of the cave. Drop the gurgling. On here, I'm trying to take my light out. I'm trying to be careful here. Trying to be a little safe. Trying to investigate. And here I am by myself. Nobody knows where I'm at except for them two kids that were shooting that big gun. They don't even care about me. They just had a big gun. Alright, I better look up there before I keep looking down. Oh shit, it goes to the right. Too. That look both directions. Alright. Alright. Laying down kind of on my side here. That's to the right. There's a weird sound. It must be a pipe gurgling. Oh man, that's slick. It's not slick, it's sharp. 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 You guys didn't see that, did you? Oh, good. It's that pipe breathing for air. Let me. There's a two zoom. A Zuma 2. See what I was saying about an Elvis trunk? Oh man, it's echoed behind me to my right. Whew. Freaked me out. But there's another entrance on it. If I shine the light in the right spot, there we go. I had to pick it up. Yeah, it wasn't near this open last time I was in here. Like I said, there's another entrance, but I think they blasted or closed. Yeah, it's that pipe up there gurgling when it gets air. Dunk. Traps that sets the foot valve, I guess. It's kind of freaky though. Oh, excuse me. All right, we're gonna walk around up there. Walk to the end of the tunnel. Get off my patootie. Acid reflux. It's been rough. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. I probably ain't gonna edit it. I forgot my hang on, I want to pause it. I forgot the cam grabber. And one thing I don't see is a shagbark hickory. Usually they're around because of they make torches out of them. A lot of cedars here, but they could have cut it down. And sounds like the people are out up on top, or it's just echoing. So we're gonna take our time. I don't want to trip, fall, and break a knee or something, and have to holler for help from people I don't know. Which they don't own it, by the way. Their house is built on top of it, but they don't own it. Yeah, I think they did some quarry in here at one time to cover it up, kind of. It just looks like a rock wall. Like it was, like a rock wall built. hog hole. Oh, check this rock out. Let me zoom up on it. Got some flint in it right there, like a blue streak. I'm just gonna stick you guys down in there. Don't lose my Note 8. I feel like Alice in Wonderland, I'm about to fall in. Is that light at the other end? I can't tell, it might just be a rock. That bird of beaver slide down in there. I didn't notice this really pink. I guess it's kind of light pink, but it's pink. This tree is growed over right there. It comes around, goes all the way over there, and then it hooks back and goes right back around, run from my way. Tell me that ain't got it. Spirits made it bend when I can't get in my damn way. Trying to cock block me, I guess. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm not after no split tail anyway right now. Oh, wait, you gotta see this fungus up here. I think it's fungus. It might be alive. Might be it. Crazy. I hate it. It's weird when you hear a step and then I hear another step. It wasn't my step. I gotta get past the raspberries. Alright, we're gonna jump down in the hole, I guess. That man rock there's loose. Check out this stalactite or whatever it is. Got a fence post there. Probably water. It probably used to pool up here and then it flowed down to there, I guess, after they collapsed it. This whole entrance is collapsed right here. Check out this stalactite or whatever it is, fungus. Fungus is growing off a tree down there. I ain't ever seen one like it. I don't know what my flashlight is, but the flashlight's probably 8 inches, I guess. Yeah, I'd say 8 inches. Probably more like 7. Yeah, this is all collapsed in on it. It'd probably help if I get my damn hand out here, out of the way. And, yeah, this is all collapsed up here. Look at that. If that ain't a sign for the can man, I don't know what he is. Look at that. It's a Budweiser, I think, judging by the barcode. I don't really know. It looked like a Budweiser though. Anheuser-Busch or Budweiser is a red and white. Still walking here. turn it on broad view. Ain't gonna go in that way. Might be upside down, I don't know. Hang on. I leaned on that rock. I didn't help. I can't see. It was kind of like that game we used to play with the chicks, like try to get them to touch their elbows behind their back. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, except for I was trying to touch them in front of me and spread my hands out. I hope you guys seen something. There we go. And then we got a little mini overhang and breakdown. Yeah, we're in a horseshoe right here. And like I said, I think it used to be open back in the day. I know back whenever I was a kid, 95, I was probably 95, I was probably 9, I'd say. I was born 81. Yeah, what was that? E.T., Back to the Future, Gremlins, Hell Comes to Frogtown. Some of them movies. Surely one of them's got to be 81. No, Drew Barrymore was. O.E.T. There wasn't no trees on here. There wasn't no saplings or nothing. But I always thought it was an amphitheater. And then if you go down this road and it winds off, I got dirt on the screen or something, and you hang a left, you'll be looking dead up at Fake Mountain, Titty Hill. Yeah, they called it Titty Hill. I called it Fake Mountain. Back when I was like 9 or so, I didn't know that they had fake titties back then. They all called it Titty Hill, and I couldn't say titty, so I called it Fake Mountain, and then come to find out that they got fake titties now. And I'm pretty sure it's a Lookout Mountain right here in Chief Owiskas Valley, and there's a big old little mound right there, but it's in a valley. See, we're in a bowl. This is a big, that ridge that runs along there. It runs, oh, that's the escarpment, and it runs from on this side of the river, a Blue River, probably, I don't know, it's hard to say. From Ohio, from the Great Horseshoe Bend, it switches back and forth from Harrison County to Crawford County through the Hoosier National Forestry. And then once it gets up so high at a mile marker, I'm going to say 32, mile marker 32 on the river, mile marker 40. I don't think 40, it's probably 30, 25, 30. Then it switches to Crawford County side of again. Then it rides, and that's where we're at. And then it's on the other side of that ridge. There's a valley, open valley. You can see, you know, pretty much the tree. It's a switchback right here, right. If you were to go right up that hill, right through there, it would be a valley. But then immediately to your left, when you get to the river, would be where it switches the side of the escarpment, if that makes any sense. And you wouldn't want to, if I had an Indian village, I wouldn't want to be someone be floating up a damn river, floating down a river, and go, hey, look, there's a whole village right there. No, I'd want to be on the other side of the next ridge. Yeah, put a signpost next to the river, carve a big turtle's head, or make a Indian Mount Rushmore, where, man, it just looks like you can't miss it. Just follow all the staring eyes on the faces on the rock face. Later, fellas. I call them headstones. Yeah, that's what I like to call them, headstones. That's where I think the headstones come from. They put their heads on a stone, and then they put that stone right there where they mark where they're at. Call it headstones. That, and you get the rock face faces, the rock face faces, like Mount Rushmore. Later, fellas. Hope you enjoy Unedited.